Right, you couldn't make this up. But all the evidence is there. I've been given a notice to leave this property. But even yesterday, when we went over to Hastings to see the solicitor, I was worried that this pathetic, well, he's not a man really, they're not even little boys, that he would change the locks. I thought he might change the locks. Because he did it last time when John Clement did it last time when I was at CEYLON Place. And I got someone from BARCLAYS Bank to phone him to let me back in. Now, you will see the video. I'm about to read the letter because it's a joke. But, I expect it. This is ongoing. This is gang stalking. This is harassment. But you have no rights when you are in temporary accommodation. And if they don't like you, this is what they will do to you. But you saw the evidence for yourself. I did not speak to that maintenance man. But John made an allegation to Andrew Cook on the phone, and you will have heard it, where he is saying this evil Andrew Cook, who is being investigated by the legal ombudsman for what they have all put me through. This is Eastbourne Borough Council. All because I asked about the bins and the recycling. And because, of course, I'm upset generally with how I've been treated, because the day I moved in here on the 15th of August, I missed an appointment for a scan because I've been losing blood at the hospital. I met my brain damaged, crippled transgender sister who's talking about life expectancy and upsetting things in messages, which I hadn't known about. And all because I'm standing up for myself. I nearly got hit by a car yesterday. Trying to speak to you saw me with the laptop. I'm going after him with the laptop. So I've got evidence. This is why he says, our CCTV doesn't work. Yes, funny that, because Charles Lucas Property Management said the same thing when they were protecting drug addicts and convicted criminals. Well, it just goes to show that I can't trust these. I knew I couldn't trust these girls because the red flag was already there. When they're gaslighting you, saying your partner's here when he's not, asking you if you're schizophrenic, and then saying, we want to help you get into a 1-bedroom flat because darling, this place ain't this place for you. Giving you hugs and all of that. Yeah, how many people in today's society will help you get into a 1-bedroom flat? Now, I comforted Natalie's tears. She had her boyfriend beat her up. He's in prison. She said she's off drugs. The other girl, who was not nice to me, I've got to be careful because I shouldn't even be saying their names because out of morality. But she said to me on the quiet that Natalie threatened to beat her up. Natalie went into her room. Immediately after Natalie had told me to leave John alone because I was standing up to him. I was standing up for myself. So this is what I mean, folks. So, because wait till you hear this. I was told by John and the council there were two lovely women in this house. Wow. 2 lovely women. 2 lovely women. Eastbourne Borough Council and John Clement. What, the same 2 that wanted to help me get housed, that were asking me if I have schizophrenia, the same 2 lovely women that have now made false allegations that I've been abusive to them, that have said my partner has been in this house. What my partner, who bought me bedding, who got me in here on the 15th of August, bought me bedding, cleaned the filthy shower, toilet and fridge, and got the key to the property, yeah? That same partner, well, wait till you hear this. It's all narcissism. It's all people using people. Well, what sad people they are, because I actually comforted Natalie's tears. I comforted her. My boyfriend's gone to prison. I'll miss him. And I comforted her tears. That sounds familiar, yes. Charelle Clark did the same thing, except she was mugging the elderly, mentioned in the national news, the BBC. And she attacked me, and I was attacked several times at Belmore Road and Grace Hill. It's on YouTube. Evidence of me being attacked, blood on my door. I don't like being around people in general. I'm someone who likes my own space. And suddenly, that's it. Gangstalking. She's spoken out. She's cried out for help. How dare they? How dare Bryony speak out? How dare she? How dare she cry out for help? How dare she tell the truth? And it's funny because Monique Prescott said that. Truth hurts. It's better to be hated for telling the truth than it is to be loved for telling a lie. But these are my basic human rights. I've had crimes against humanity on me. So anyway, this is my notice to leave from yesterday, the 18th of September 2024. And it's with regards to that video I posted. I haven't mentioned the video, by the way. They haven't mentioned my YouTube. But it's with regards to that incident. Dear Bryony, due to your ASB, i.e. antisocial behaviour, towards property managers, residents, yes, I've just told one of the women downstairs who keeps to herself, and she said she too had said no one had told her about the bins, but even the foreign girl said that no one had told her about where the bins go. But then she turned funny towards me and gave me funny looks and said that John and Luke were nice people. But even the girl next door said that Luke was a you-know-what. Well, a C word, yes. Language that I would never, ever go near with a barge pole. But they are little boys. They're vile, vile little boys. So, due to your antisocial behaviour towards property managers, residents and contractors, he's even put an S on the end, contractors. There was one man. Have a look at the video. Go back 2 videos. There's one man in the property. One man. And, again, I know it's Natalie. Yes, no, I think I know what he's talking about. So I know what's happened now. I get it. Yes, it's just made sense. There were some men here to fix the hot shower. Yes. The hot shower was dangerously... This is LILYBANK Homes, by the way. If you want to get scolded by a hot shower, go to LILYBANK Homes. I was nearly scalded by the shower was so hot I had to throw it down. It was made of metal. And Natalie said she had complained about that. And she was laughing about when the men who were fixing the shower for me, I was in a heightened state. And I was speaking in a heightened state, the way you do when you're distressed and upset. And I said to them, I'm not taking this. This was about was it a week or 2 weeks ago, and I said, I'm not taking this out on you. And I said to them, it's the property managers. So what's happened is, I think Natalie, little troublemaker, the one who's, yeah, do you see what I mean? people create, there are a lot of troublemakers in these places, and you can sense it from the moment you walk in the door. They see your vulnerability. This is why, just keep away. But I don't even invite it. This is just by being polite and friendly. This is a girl that was all hugs and kisses, and I don't like people touching me. Oh, come here, darling. I'm a lovely person. They use the waterworks. Yeah, it doesn't get past me. So I have been antisocial towards property managers, residents and contractors. Well, because I asked about the recycling bins, and bearing in mind, if this is someone who had previously locked you out of your property, again, regarding your possessions in the hospital, do you see what I mean? You should now report to Eastbourne Council for rehoming. You also received a written warning dated 20th of August. No, I did not. That's a lie. I've only just received this written warning. I did have a separate letter saying that Darren being here upon moving in was unacceptable behaviour. His support for me, because he only stayed over for one night because both of us were exhausted. We both suffer with physical disabilities, not just, they are actually killing us, physically killing us, Eastbourne Borough Council. My partner's got a heart defect, and he suffers with, I've forgotten what it is, but I've got, I'm severely anemic, which I thought I was partially anemic. I'm severely. That's why I was told I need a blood transfusion. I went there after this evil landlady locked me out of the house. Now, I want to speak about the solicitor, because it's all very well suing someone for every penny they've got and putting them in prison, but it doesn't solve these issues. I'm still feeling extremely suicidal. I'm just not, I wasn't feeling like that yesterday when we went to see the solicitor, but it's no, he's saying, look, you don't have rights in these places. Now, my partner is saying to put trust in this solicitor, but he's got a reputation already. And anyway, I've got to be careful what I say. So, you also received a written warning dated 20th of August, which I enclose along with a verbal warning on a phone call on the 6th of September. I don't know what that was, the 6th of September. Oh yes, was that when? See, he hasn't. I can't even see. It doesn't. There's just a scribble. It doesn't even say whether it's Luke or John that's written this. But this one, because Luke said, his accomplice said he spoke to me and my partner, and Darren said he never spoke to me. He spoke to you. This is what I mean. You've got to be so careful of all these people, because they've got absolutely no morals, and it's been a shock to the system. It's really shaken me up due to your behaviour. Oh, not theirs. They're never ever responsible for their own actions. It's always someone else's problem. Notice how the narcissist deflects. This is all because I had asked them about the bins and the recycling, and in a previous video you will have seen me read out the text messages where he said, well, the messages get wiped off the board. Due to your behaviour, our fire safety contractor, he didn't feel it was appropriate to continue with the test and left. Well, that's his choice. I didn't speak to him. I'm allowed to be angry. I have every right to be angry if you want to perceive it as aggression when you are abusing your licensees whom the council pay you a lot of money to stay in. I wish I had recorded the conversation. No wonder Monique doesn't want me recording in this house. No wonder. Because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't care if your life is in danger, Monique Prescott. They don't care. She's not even doing her job. She's not even looking into the DHP. She's not even looking into my storage that the council have sold, the garage, the money I pay to Eastbourne Borough Council for storage in a garage. They're not doing anything. Oh, I'd get the help if I was beaten to a pulp and I was on drugs. I'd get a social worker then, but otherwise, no. No, you're dying. You're losing blood. I'm losing blood. I'm going to be at death's door, but I'm going to fight this to the death. Thank you, Thank you, John Clement of LILYBANK Homes. I had just met my brain-damaged, crippled sister the day I moved in, the day that I missed my appointment at the hospital, and he said, oh, if you die, it's a lot of paperwork. I am the reason why so many thousands of people go out there and go and kill themselves. They just give up like that. Just like that. They just give up. They just give up. LILYBANK will not rehouse you in the future. Oh, good. Thank you. I don't want to. Do you think I want to have anything to do with you lot? When I realised it was you, John. You couldn't manage your little finger. Where as Paul Thorpe on his live stream, he put up, and I put up my post, where are the men? That was yesterday. Where are the men? Isn't that funny? Paul Thorpe actually put on his live stream my post, where are all the men? Yeah, where are the men? These aren't men. They get a kick out of just bullying the vulnerable. They are the biggest cowards on the planet. There are no men. They died for our freedoms, which you've all allowed to be taken from us. Your belongings, if not removed, will be removed to safe storage in Hastings for your collection for 4 days. This is human trafficking. It's human trafficking, folks. They're doing it left, right and centre. Please report to Eastbourne and Lewes Council. This was the written warning about my partner, which I did not receive on the 20th of August. A written warning. Dear Bryony, I've spoken to the temporary accommodation at Eastbourne Borough Council, EBC. As you are aware, you are placed in a female-only HMO. This is for the protection of yourself and other residents within the building. Really? Have a look at the video that shows you the holes punched in the walls. Allegedly, again, I don't know if this is just another lie from the people here, but allegedly, there was a police raid where someone the police had to throw these things that make noises, flashbangs, to get a man out who had a knife. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but there are holes in the walls and there was an incident. You're not safe in any of these places. I understand your partner has been in the building. This is not allowed. You all know why my partner's been in the building. He got the key to the property, you idiots. He bought me bedding. He cleaned the shower. He got me into the property. He helped me. I'm on severe disability. He has had a caring role for me through Care for the Carers. Idiots. Absolute. I didn't even know people like this could even exist. I have had such a shock to the system. Therefore, I have no option but to issue you a written warning. No further warnings will be issued and your accommodation may be terminated by EBC. If you have any questions regarding this warning, please call your housing officer or me directly. This behaviour will not be tolerated. Good. I don't want it to be tolerated. Thank you. I don't want it to be tolerated. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be with LILYBANK Homes. I don't want to have anything to do with John Clement because he doesn't care about his licensees. He's irresponsible. It's a health and safety. There have been several health and safety hazards in this property that involve the council. This is LILYBANK Homes. LILYBANK Homes. Rubbish, recycling, dumped outside, no details. He said that there are details in the kitchen that tell you. It gets wiped off the board. Absolutely, I wouldn't even treat a filthy rat like that. I wouldn't treat a rat like this. But then I've been in a place in Eastbourne where I've had bed bugs crawling on me, and I've been made street homeless for showing photographs of this. So, burning hot shower, bins and recycling, this behaviour will not be tolerated. What my partners support. Well, don't worry, because I'm going to go onto this, as long as I'm still alive, I plan to go onto the streets to speak out about this. I've been told many, many times. Well, actually, no, sorry. One particular incident, I should say, by a PCSO that most people would have given up a long time ago. And I think that was the incident where John locked me out of CEYLON Place, and I got someone from BARCLAYS Bank to ring him up to say, I've got a vulnerable woman here. This is LILYBANK Homes. LILYBANK Homes, Charles Lucas Property Management, Alice Victoria Scott, who's been going around, doing her rounds with the gossip. She should be going to prison for what she's done to me. Now, the solicitor, I can't talk about what the solicitor has said, obviously. That's my business. But he wants to try and get me back into the property. Now, it's all very well trying to sue her and put her in prison and all of that. I can't go on with life. I can't continue with being gang stalked. I can't continue my life with all these individuals gang stalking me. I was going to take this alcohol back to Tesco, but they are trying to kill me, basically. These criminals at Eastbourne Borough Council and these criminal property managers, I'm not bothered about the residents. They're idiots. They can do whatever they want. That's their, choice. But LILYBANK Homes and Eastbourne Borough Council, you have a duty to protect vulnerable people and those on severe disability. But you had me beaten out of my SDR flat as a vulnerable adult on severe disability as a response to my father's death. Caffins, the great big... It's funny how the corporate entities are the ones showing concern for someone on severe disability, but the institutions that have been set up deliberately to fail vulnerable people, genuinely vulnerable people. So I have got to go and obviously get myself sorted out, washed, dressed, out the door. My hair is so greasy. I'm going to have to put my dirty clothes back on because I am exhausted. I am absolutely exhausted. This is killing me. I'm not having 5 minutes to just relax because of all this evil. You see, I could sue the landlady. I'm not going to say too much, but the solicitor said you could sue the landlady for a whopping amount of money and put her in prison. But Man can't live by bread alone. I want this gang stalking to stop. I want your gang stalking, your criminal gang stalking to stop. Because you should all be in prison for what you've done to someone like me. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But you're not. You're not. I've got a brain-damaged, crippled sister, and this fucking dirtbag, John Clement of LILYBANK Homes, I told him in distress I had just met my crippled, brain-damaged sister, transgender sister, who's taking action to stay in my late mother's flat. She's taking action against Humphrey and Co. Anyway, there we go. So, have a look. I haven't even played the video back myself, but I'm going to have a look. So there we go.